Don Jr. has a new book that he intends to paint the left as being crazy. But the person who comes out of the accounts in the book looking the weirdest is actually Don Jr. Take a look at one section. He says President-elect Trump and the new first family were at Arlington National Cemetery where Trump was to lay a wreath on the tomb of the unknowns. Don Jr. says, "I rarely get emotional, if ever. Yet as we drove past the rows of white grave markers in the gravity of the moment, I had a deep sense of the importance of the presidency and a love of our country." And that, if I were his editor, is where I would have ended the story. But unfortunately his editor didn't. It went on and he said, "In that moment I also thought of all the attacks we'd already suffered as a family and about all the sacrifices we'd have to make to help my father succeed, voluntarily giving up a huge chunk of our business and all international deals to avoid the appearance that we were profiting off the office." So you soldiers who stormed the beaches of Normandy, yeah, that ain't nothing. I wanted to expand a golf course in Scotland.
Can I quote Hall & Oates on this? I'm out of touch, I'm out of touch. Donald Trump Jr. is out of touch. I think they kind of summed it up.
I think so.
Right?
I didn't think we were going that direction today. Okay, so if you remember Donald Trump after the 9/11 attack, went on the radio immediately thereafter, and they said, "Well, how do you feel about this tragedy? We just lost thousands of Americans in the city that you live in and cherish." And he said, "Well, now I have used to be the second tallest tower, and now I have the tallest tower in Manhattan."
Yep.
By the way, also not true. Okay, but that he bragged about now he has the tallest tower in Lower Manhattan. Okay. And then listen to all the things that Donald Trump Jr. says, even before you get to the atrocious stuff. He says, "No, I rarely get emotional, if ever." What a weird thing to say.
Watch The View.
Yeah, I don't like, that's true. But like, what kind of a sociopath never gets emotional, right? But to the Republicans, it's like, yeah, I have no empathy, I have no emotion. Congratulations, really appreciate it. Thanks for letting us know. And then you gotta remember, of course, this is in the context, and this goes to how stupid he is and his dad are. "Oh, I just went to Arlington National Cemetery and all those poor people who died so that my dad wouldn't have to go to Vietnam because he lied about his bone spurs."
Yeah.
Like, if your dad is the coward who got 5 deferments from Vietnam, and I'm not saying everybody who got a deferment was a coward, but he was, Trump was, because it wasn't just for school. Afterwards, he had his daddy write him a note, a doctor that owed his dad a favor, and the New York Times broke that story, wrote a note for him pretending he had bone spurs. And when Trump was asked, "Which foot did you have the bone spur on?" He's like, "Maybe both." Okay, so that's your dad, and you're writing about him visiting Arlington National Cemetery. He ran, and those people died for him. Okay, and then you write, "But on the other hand, we did not get to do the international expansion of our multi-billion-dollar empire like we were planning."
Yeah, and the only thing that makes it worse is that they still did all of that international stuff. He's also lying there.
Yeah.
But this is what the family is. It's delusions of grandeur. It's a God complex. Them not being able to get, like they wanted a hotel in Mexico City or something, is the same as a soldier dying. Trump's impeachment inquiry is a lynching. No president has. Trump Jr. went on the View yesterday to say that no president has received anywhere near the attacks that Trump has, which was news to the Kennedy family. Like it's just, they're all crazy. But there is just one little fun angle on this, and that is that Donald Trump, his book is Triggered: How the Left Thrives on Hate and Wants to Silence Us, because if you're a conservative, you're obligated to release a comedy special or a book that's called Triggered. But anyway, the way they designed the cover, you'll notice that's not what the name of the book is. That's because the design is very easy to Photoshop, and so some group went in and replaced the covers with "Daddy, Please Love Me." Everything I do for Daddy's love.
Oh my God.
Which, by the way, could have also been the name of Donald Trump Sr.'s book. And so, but finally, my favorite part of the book is they go to the Tomb of the Unknowns, as John told you, and Trump goes, "Who are these guys?" I'm kidding.
No,
that's funny.
But you thought it could be true, right?
That's my whole point.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.